Hi Drastic Cuties, Winnie here. Today we're going to be drawing the Earth giving recognition to some very deserving people. But before I start, I wanted to give you a little bit information about how this video came about. So about a week ago, I got a contact from Unicef. Yes, Unicef. And I was so excited to get this message from them because I was given an opportunity to be able to help. And so if you don't know who UNICEF is an organization that helps children worldwide with their health and their well-being. So really great organization. And I'm just so happy to be a part of this. And I also found out not only am I a part of this whole thing that they're trying to do, but they're also collaborating with YouTube. So that was even better, right? So I am just like, wow, I'm so happy to be a part of all this UNICEF and YouTube collaboration. And so what they're trying to do is they're just overall just trying to promote more learning basically during this time of isolation, and giving you resources how to help you on things you might need to find to learn more and to just cope with all this crisis that we're going through. So with YouTube, I want to give them a little shout out. They have a website and it's called Learn at Home, and their website is www.learnathome.withyoutube.com. So on this website, it's a really easy to navigate website. You just kind of pick your age range, and they give you resources, basically videos on every topic really that you might want to learn about. And so that's a really safe and easy website to navigate. And then UNICEF also has a website, and theirs is called Voices of Youth, and the address is www.voicesofyouth.org. So on this UNICEF website, what's really great about it, not only do they give you resources, but there's a lot of kids on this site that share their experiences and of what they're learning, of how they're coping, and what they're doing basically. So it's really fun to read all their stories and see what other kids around the world are doing, just what's going on, right? And not only can you do that, you can also share your experience as well. And there's just a lot of other really helpful resources on there to promote continual learning during this time. So that being said, once again, I'm just really happy to be a part of this. So hopefully you love this drawing, and get your Sharpie or your pencil ready and your piece of paper, and let's get started. To draw this Earth, let's start by drawing a circle. And because I'm drawing pretty big, I'm using this as my circle template here. So I'm just going to basically trace it, just make it a lot easier. So if you're at home and you're drawing really big too, definitely look for something that is nice and round that you can trace. And in case you're wondering what this is, it's just one of those toys. That's it. Okay, so now we got, oops, let me put that down. Okay, so now we have our circle in. The next step is to draw our award plaque, and it's basically just a rectangle inside this circle. So it's going to be pretty high up because I want it as big as possible so I can put as many names as I can on there. So I'm going to start, say, pretty high up, so a little bit past the center, so about right here. I'm just going to start and draw a straight line across right in the middle. So just start by right there. And if you want to at home use a ruler that helps you, definitely do that. But I'm just going to use my camera as my guide here, so I'm going to keep looking up. But that's basically our first line for the top, and then I'm going to bring this down. So I'm just going to go back and forth and make sure I'm kind of in the same drawing correctly here. About right there. I'm going to stop because I have these hands I need to draw. But if you're using a pencil, definitely go all the way down first. So since that's about my halfway mark for my rectangle, I'm going to stop right here and I'm going to draw a hand for our Earth. So it's just going to be a curve that rounds off. And then right here, I'm just going to go ahead and connect it with a curve. So same exact thing over here. It's a curve, then come around and connect it with a curve. Then we're just going to continue this line all the way down. About right there, as low as possible. There, and then I'm going to go ahead and connect it at the bottom. Okay, so we got our rectangle in our circle. So before I put in all the details here, let's come back to drawing the earth. And the first thing we want to do is just come here and bring this earth to life. So about right here, I'm just going to start with a curve for very happy eyes. I'm going to bring out a little curve on the end and just come back in here and thicken it up. And same thing on the other side. So about right here. Nice and simple. Everything else was so complicated enough. I thought just happy eyes would just be perfect. Okay, so then come in between the eyes and about right here, I'm just going to draw a little smirk smile. So a little bit higher on one side and cap it off. And you can always come in here and thicken it up if you need to. Just show that it shows up a little bit better. There. And then I'm going to come above the eye and just draw a soft curve above each eye. And then let's come right here and let's work on the hands. So we're going to have the hands curve around. So I'm going to say about the center of the circle. I'm just going to bring down a curve and come into the center of this hand. And same thing over here. So approximate, about right. Oh, where's my center? About right there. And same thing. And I'm just going to come in here and thicken this up. And same thing right here. Just thicken the arms up. So if you love this drawing and you wanted to draw the earth also wearing a mask, I just did that too as well for the pandemic awareness, for the coronavirus awareness art. So I did do an earth wearing a mask. And now the earth is holding an award, a plaque, right? For all the essential people out there that are still working and risking their lives for us. Okay, so now we have that in. Let's come back up here and we're going to draw some land. So just randomly, I'm just going to wobble some curves around. Nothing in particular. Just add some shapes here and there. Maybe a bigger piece right here. It goes around. Let's see here, and then maybe one more here. And a smaller one right here. Just tuck one in to this area. And let's see. That's pretty much it for the earth part. And so then I'm going to come up here and we're going to draw all the signs first. So I'm just going to start in the center and I'm going to be drawing, let's see, 5 of them. So it's just 5 rectangles at different angles at the top. And so notice as I draw these rectangles, I'm still kind of following the curve of the earth. So not everything is straight up and down. Okay, so and I'm just going to tuck in 2 right in the back right here. And one more. now that we have that in, let's come to the center of each of these rectangles, and we're going to draw a stick on each one. So it's going to follow the angle of your rectangle. And one more. Okay, so that is pretty much it for the signs at the top. So now let's draw all the little details for this plaque. So I'm going to be starting by drawing an inner rectangle right here to frame our plaque. So I'm just going to follow the outside really close and go all the way around. And like I said, if you're not comfortable drawing these lines freehand, definitely get a ruler. And I'm just doing this freehand because it's just a little bit faster than if I were to try to use a ruler and make it perfect. And I think what's awesome about this drawing is if it's not that perfect, it just brings a lot more character to it. It makes it a lot cuter, right? Okay, so we have the frame in, and then we're going to come about right here in this corner, and I'm going to create a curve. And I'm going to go right across to about right there on the other side and draw another curve, just like the other side. Come straight down to about there. And let's see, pretty much bring a little bit more. And then right there, I'm going to draw another curve. And I'm going to bring this right across. And then connect it with another curve. So this is the part we're going to draw a heart. So I'm going to put a heart right here. So I'm just going to give myself a point right here. And I'm going to bring it straight down to about right here. So it just makes it a little bit easier for me to draw a heart. I have these 2 points I need to curve to. And same thing on the other side. And then I'm going to write our heroes. So the top part is going to be only the letters O-U-R. So it's going to be a little bit bigger and wider. So keep that in mind if you want to write exactly what I'm writing. Our. And then at the bottom it's going to be heroes. So heroes is going to be smaller, thinner, because there's more letters. So H, E, R, O, E, and yes, I made it. So as you write, if you're seeing that you're going to have more space or less space, that's when you kind of adjust it towards the end. You either get thinner or thicker with your, wider with your letters. So that's a little tip as you write your words. So I'm just going to come in here and thicken this up. Okay, so then from there, let's come in here. We're going to draw all the rectangles so that you can put names or whatever you like on here. But I'm basically going to divide this up into 8 squares, so 4 on each side. So I already know that I'm going to be doing that. So I'm just going to find kind of the center of this area right here and start just to make it a little bit easier and more even. So I'll say about right here. I'm just going to start right there. And I'm just going to bring a straight line across. And I'm being aware of my center. So this is my center. I'm just going to make sure I don't go past that because I have the other side. And I'm just going to skip a little bit and go right across to the other side. From there, I'm going to go up. So I know I have to draw 2 rectangles right here. So approximate. Let's say about that much. And another straight line across. So same exact thing over here. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that for all the other squares. So they're all done with my rectangles, and obviously they're a little bit wobbly, but I think it looks really great that way because it looks more homemade, right? Okay, so then from there I'm going to fill in these 8 rectangles with just some general essential jobs that I hope will inspire you. But it'd be great if you could just spend this time with your family and just brainstorm some ideas and think about all the essential jobs out there right now that's keeping the world going, keeping us safe, and just such important people out there. So like I said, I'm just going to go ahead and fill this in, and I'm going to start right here with the most important one, and it's the healthcare workers. So I'm just going to go ahead and try my best in this small space to write it as best as possible. So okay, so finally all done. Like I said, these are just general ideas for you. So frontline workers could include people like bus drivers, cleaners, cooks, just so many important people in here, utility staff, people who are still working so that we can have electricity and water, you know, power, gas, everything like that. And especially the delivery people, they're so important right now, right, out there. And grocery staff, so we can still buy groceries, and of course the food suppliers, all the way from the farmers to the distributors to the truck drivers, everyone. And first responders, obviously, the the police officers, the paramedics, the firefighters, and most important, the healthcare workers that are out there in the hospitals, taking care of us, trying to get us all better, and saving our lives and helping us. So our heroes, basically. So like I said, I hope this really helps you with some ideas. And then up here, let's write some things that we want to say to them. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill this in. And once again, these are just ideas just for you. So you can come up with your own, but hopefully these help. Okay, so now we're pretty much done with that, and I'm just going to add some hearts right here to finish it off, to make it extra cute, of course, and sweet. And maybe one more here. And I'm just going to come to the bottoms of each of these signs and make it a little bit thicker to give it some depth. So they're all done. I hope you love how this drawing turned out, and I was able to inspire you to draw it too. And before I go, just remember to check out YouTube's site at learnathome.withyoutube.com and UNICEF's site at voicesofyouth.org. I really think those are really two great websites to help you with resources that you'll need to learn at home. And before I go, I just wanted to say, Draw So Cuties, knowledge is power. Never stop learning, no matter how old you are. I am still learning every day, and just remember that, because I mean, it's just, no matter how trivial sometimes you think or boring something is, it's still knowledge. And it gives you power, right? Because you know something more every day, and you just never know when it might come in handy, right? And so be creative, be silly, spend time with your family. This is such a great opportunity to do that right now during this global pandemic that we're in. So, Draw So Cuties, I really hope I've inspired you today, and along with UNICEF and YouTube. And thanks so much for watching. And if you loved this video and I've helped you, please make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on your notification bell so you won't miss any new Draw So Cute videos. See you later.